Right here is a burr grinder. A burr grinder, amazingly, grinds with burrs.
Birds?
Burrs, as in there are two grinders, like
Hair
grill stones.
burr.
It's almost like a mill. They just grist it together until it becomes a fine powder. And once it has done so, it spits it back out, and it allows for the copy. Think of water seeping through sand versus water seeping through rocks. The different brew speeds allow for much more rich flavor. So a bladed grinder is what you will find on automatic grinding coffee machines, any kind of standardized, cheap $10 one. Burr grinders, unfortunately, because it has a pewter blade, it is in fact almost over $100 every time. However, it is well worth it, especially if you get it on sale like I did. Next up, when we're talking about making espresso beverages, because we've already tasted all our different coffees, espresso is what we're mainly going to be focusing on for the rest of this presentation. Espresso beverages require milk in copious quantities. This milk right here, even though it says non-fat, it lies. I actually brewed some 2%. I will be using my Serena machine here to steam some milk. Be advised, especially for the camera audience, it's quite loud. It makes a very large hissing noise because of the actual method, yeah, pretty much like that. Because of the method used to actually foam it up. What I am doing, I will bring these around and show you the difference. I will not pass these around because I do have to use them. Casey, if you'd like to take a look here.
Oh, okay.
Just see the difference. On my left here I've got unsteamed, and on my right I have steamed.
Yes.
What observations can you make about those, Casey?
Foam.
Correct. There's a great deal of foam. Nice fizzy bubbly foam. Yes? Okay. Can anyone tell me what is the purpose of foaming a beverage rather than just heating it up? Anyone? Cole, you want to take a crack at it?
Sorry, what?
What's the use of foaming a beverage?
It allows for the coffee grounds or espresso grounds to better penetrate the milk rather than just aeration.
Correct, Patrick. Also, Colby is correct, aeration. What it does is it keeps the milk light and frothy, which allows the flavor to actually completely condense through and really get a better feel. That's why, for example, Casey, you had a caramel macchiato yesterday, correct?
Yes.
And you did not like that, right?
It was okay.
Why? What was about it that was only okay? What was the reason you told me?
Mix with the drink, and as I was drinking it, I got some caramel.
Correct. The caramel did not mix with the drink. Foamed milk in a heated beverage fixes that. Foamed milk allows it to completely aerate together and save you the flavor. It also keeps your shot from spoiling. Heated up milk, if you just go heat it up in the microwave, it tastes too sour. If you just heat this up with this steam wand even, it will still sour and have kind of a metallic flavor to it. Foamed milk tastes almost sweet, like it has sugar added to it. That's how you can tell if you have a good barista or not. If your milk comes out looking the same as it did going in, just hot, don't drink it. What I'm doing now is I'm putting the milk into the steam wand. This is a self-foaming machine, but I will still demonstrate the motions in case you get one of your own and it is not self-foaming. What I will do now is I will twist this magic knob. And you can hear it starts off pretty loud right off the bat. Okay, that shrieking noise you hear is because it has no air. What I do is I give it some air, and you'll immediately hear the sound begin to change to almost a more gurgling noise. Okay? Now, the longer I leave it here, the more it will aerate. And what it's doing is it is pulling the milk up into the rod and pushing it back out with air. Okay? That is what it means to aerate. The hissing noise in the background is not my fault. Now, what I will also do is, because it is indeed self-aerating, I can set it up here at the top. You'll hear the occasional gurgle, but actually I can completely leave it alone, and it will still actually aerate. The silence of cell phones during the presentation. Thank you. Okay. What I'm doing now is this is a self-heated, it has a boiler right here on the top, and I take the water on the back. Use only filtered water. Do not use tap water, or you will not like your milk flavor. It will taste like Norman tap water. Okay. So what we're doing is we filtered the water. Now we're steaming. I have a temperature gauge on the front of this espresso machine. When it reaches all the way down to the other side, I know I'm done. Or if you want to do it all retro manual, when this metal becomes too hot to hold, you've reached the correct temperature. Because the idea behind that is when it's the right hot, right heat for you to hold, there's the right heat for you to drink. Because everyone's different, so people who want it extra hot be able to theoretically handle extra hot. It's just a better way to gauge it if you don't want to spend the money to go out and get a full thermometer set and shot glasses. Right now we are about 3/4 of the way done. Isn't it fun? Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and start pouring for a beverage, which we are going to be waiting on because I'm going to go ahead and be making these while I'm talking for the rest of this. Let's get some last little bit of foam there. Can anyone tell me, interesting trivia, what is the difference between a latte and a cappuccino?
Couple
Catherine,
letters.
do you have an idea?
The amount of milk used.
Okay, good idea. Patrick, what's the difference?
Couple letters.
Also good idea, but no.